conversation. Just don't we have to kind of acknowledge that it's like a full war?
Well, you can
Like there are actually people listening to this.
yeah. If you want to do an introduction, Scott, and think of a jingle that we can.
Well, if it's good enough for Doug Benson. No, I can't name drop within the first 5 minutes. That's insane.
Don't they usually start with what day it is? Well, actually, usually they've got commercials at the beginning. I see a lot of these podcasts.
Who should we be sponsored by?
Yeah, I guess we could just make it up. I guess we could say Coca-Cola or McDonald's, and then if we become famous, then we might get sponsorship from them.
I hope that they send us free crates and nuggets and they're like, just heat this up yourselves, boys. They're all yours.
Well, you could get done for copyright infringement.
Well, it looks to me as if this podcast should be sponsored by Heineken and Sainsbury's pepperoni pizza.
Yeah.
It's very nice. You get sound effects with this one too. Sound the bottle on coin.
I'm going to experiment with noise. See if we can bring a bit of avant-garde to it.
See if we can create a new note. So, okay. An introduction would be, I guess, along the lines of acknowledging that there are people listening to this.
Yes, of course. We're going to have to listen back to it anyway, so it's best if we say something.
Yeah. Hello. This is an experiment.
This isn't an experiment. This is our first show. There's no experiment.
Oh, really? This is the first one.
Of course. Well, it's the first show, Scott. Well, it's not like a pre-test. You have the first number one.
Oh God, yeah. Sorry, no. I remember watching. I'm a big podcast fan. I like quite a few different ones, but obviously, that I've been, a bit of a Rogan fan for a while now. And if you go back, you've done over 500. If you go back to the first one, it looks as though they have no idea what they're doing. It's just him and Redban, his producer, friend dude, sat on a couch, looking at a laptop and reading, I think, off his forum, because he has his own message board and everything.
They appreciate it.
Yeah, so the first, let's say 20 probably. They don't really know what they're doing.
Yeah, of course. Well, at the beginning, you probably.
So yeah, probably you don't have to worry too much about finesse at the moment because
Well, we've got a listenership of 0, Scott. So.
Yeah, so anything better than that's a plus for him.
Yeah, exactly. If I can get one person to listen to this garbage, then at least halfway there.
And if we're in the future now, hello future people, and this has become very successful and you're listening to this because it's nostalgic, fuck off, do something better with your life. What are you doing sitting around listening to old podcasts? The noises you can hear in the background is my computer and iTunes battling over ISO 8.
Have you just unplugged it?
I unplugged it because, well, I should at least let it update my phone. There is an error, it didn't update. I got annoyed, pulled the cord out, and now had to put it in recovery mode. So, yeah. It's not exciting, it's just annoying, really.
Exactly, but then
just for me.
Life's full of little exciting, annoying moments. That's all life is. Just a sequence of everything's going dandy until something goes wrong, and then as soon as something goes wrong, that's it. Crisis until eventually it'll work, and 5 minutes later you won't even remember what the fuck you were getting tetchy about.
You have moved on to getting excited about your lunch.
I mean, yeah, it's like we were talking about before. It's come a huge way in terms of downloading pornography and
the important things in life.
Yeah, free music and all that. Yeah, back in the day, the computers were shit.
Yeah, they were awful. They were all
MS-DOS, my man. MS-DOS.
Oh, I don't remember. I never had the finesse to actually use that. I remember seeing it at the beginning a lot, but never actually. Oh no, saying that, Championship Manager 2. You had to go into MS-DOS to load that, even when it was in the CD tray.
Yeah, because you could open DOS from inside Windows. I'm sure you can still do it.
Yeah, I think we can.
I think that's how you get into the other internet, Scott. You know, the evil internet.
Oh, the dark net.
The dark net. Skynet.
I've never known. Is it really? Is it that encryptable that they have to go through?
Well, no, it's just because there's on this other part of the internet, there's no rules. It's just a large.
Yeah, it's a whole about everything. It's on drug deals, arms trading, and all sorts. As far as I know, which is very little.
But technically, someone could just invent a new internet.
Well, yeah, isn't that the worry though? Because the internet right now is just a great open source tool.
Yeah, everything's interlinked, so you could easily you could have an alternative.
What happens when Murdoch starts like buying it chunk by chunk?
Yeah.
And then everywhere you go, you're just. Well, I mean, it's like that now though. You just get hit in the face with ads everywhere.
I don't know. I guess with propaganda, with you can tell people anything anytime. If everyone by media was told that the world was coming to an end, I think you'd immediately see huge panic in the streets. People would start like.
I'd be queuing up for iPhones on that day.
No, society would crumble. So it could And I think if we lost this ability, if it got taken away,
Oh, that'd be scary.
Yeah, I don't know how people handle it. I think that's how you know if someone's been murdered now. That they don't, if they haven't got their phone, if they haven't logged on onto anything, or any internet use of the person is pretty much a sign of death.
Jesus, that's scary. I never actually thought about it that way. Because there's a whole generation now of people, children. Well, no, like when did it? They must be coming up to like 20 now. First generation ever born, where it's like the norm.
Generation Z.
Just born and don't know anything different than having, what do you mean dial-up? Having to explain dial-up to somebody that's got fibre optic or damn. Oh.
Yeah, but to take it away from them, like if I lost it, if I didn't have internet for like a couple of weeks, I could survive. I wouldn't start freaking out and panicking. But I think for a lot of people,
You just have to go back to the system of having an address book.
Yeah.
So that you always had like somebody's house number.
I miss the house, so.
Yeah?
Yeah. Used to be nice.
Why? Got a lot of nostalgia tied up in the old home phone.
Yeah, man. It was an awesome way of communicating with people, because if they didn't answer the phone, bye. There was no way you couldn't then go and post something on their Facebook or track them down on Twitter. It was just like, right, no one's at home. All right, that person's out of contact. So you've got to get on with your life a tiny bit more.
And if someone phoned and you weren't there was no 1471 or anything like that. So you didn't even know that person phoned.
Bang, yeah. So there's no anger at someone calling you and you not answering. Because now there's anger because you don't ring back.
You're screening me. I know. Everyone's phone is either in their pocket or within like a metre of them.
Yeah.
Or a few metres in whatever in their flat. So if you get... Yeah, I noticed that I do it too, and it's like, you're not that clever, Scott. People are going to see through this. They understand, he hasn't replied to me in 3 hours. That means I've read it and put my phone down going, I'm not dealing with that for a little while.
I don't like these apps that tell people when you last logged into them as well. It allows people to know that you've read the message but you haven't bothered to reply.
Yeah.
That's, as a stoner, there's a reason I haven't replied. I'm stoned, I read it and then I thought about something else.
I'm sorry. My face of consternation.
Excuse me? Your face consternation?
I'm just annoyed with my fucking stupid phone. Doesn't matter.
Well, Scott, if you're a weep, I'm here for you.
I don't want to weep, I want to punch the wall. Just drives me nuts, all this fucking... I love technology, I think it's great, but I also think it's a hindrance in certain regards.
And what regards are those, Scott?
I don't know. I said that without actually. Like that. This seems like an interesting thing to say while I put my head carefully down on my hand. I'm sorry, it's been a long day. Focus.
Yeah, when you're unemployed like me, Scott, you know, every day's a long day.
Yeah, just drift.
I just thought of that horrible Travis song, Driftwood.
Ew. Oh, Christ almighty.
Yeah, Driftwood.
I used to have a thing when I was a teenager where I would record on VHS as well. I would record music videos. Because somehow I thought that was different to what a music channel actually was. Which is all the same songs were played throughout the day, just at different times. So what I did was I recorded the songs in a different order and then put them in a video player and watched them.
Yeah, but what were you getting these? I never had access to any good music videos on telly when I was. Did you have Sky?
Yes, I had Sky in my room.
Well, there we go. That explains
the age
it.
of 8.5. It was part of the bereavement dividend after my dad died. I think it was given me because it placated me and kept me quiet. Which it did.
Well, yeah. No. I just had the, 4 channels.
Oh.
Those are a day that people wouldn't understand. There's 4 channels, radio. It meant you had to go out. You had to go out and do stuff. You had to, be more spontaneous with your life. Whereas now it's so easy just to come home and just slob out in front of a fucking screen.
Yeah.
And
you can just write anything on now.
Yeah.
It's a conduit to whatever the fuck.
You can watch anything. Whereas it was like, right, I was fucking looking at a TV guide, and, see that there was something on and be like, right, I've got to be in at that time.
Oh god, I remember.
Peep Show. I remember always having to be home for Peep Show, and it was always Friday night. Ugh, there's a big bloody long leg. Get away from me.
I remember getting the Christmas bumper edition and reading it like it was.
That was the most gay, faggoty, telling the daddy long legs to go away ever. Did you not just hear that?
Go away, please.
Go away, please.
I'm trying to concentrate and your incessant buzzing is distracting me.
How are you finding your electronic cigarette, Scott?
I think it's shit because the battery doesn't seem to be as strong as when I first bought it.
So how often does it have to be charging?
Well, it says you're supposed to charge it. It can last up to. They make a very bold claim actually in that one.
Was it like 16 hours or something like that?
No, it's even bolder than that.
Like
I'm
12
sure
days.
Yeah, and then there's a little asterisk, and then the asterisk at the bottom is like, unless you're a fucking fiend.
Yeah.
Is essentially what they're saying. Oh, here you go. Yeah, your batteries will last for 2 to 4 months depending on how much you use them.
So if you don't use them for 2 and 4 months, you'll have some battery left. That's good to know.
Mm. Okay. So obviously I bought my thing a month ago.
Does it work, right?
Yeah, but you've got to pull on it like nobody's business. When I first got it, I really saw the benefit, and I was like, this is going to help me stop smoking.
Is this because you've developed a tolerance for it?
No, you just can't actually...
Or do you just have to buy a new one all the time?
When I first bought it, it was like I was... When I say see that, what I mean is I exhaled a tiny bit of vapour, and then...
But yeah, it wasn't like you were smoking a cigarette.
No. And that's what it was like when I first bought it, where I would literally take a drag on it and it'd be like, whoa. So I think...
You have to change the battery, no?
Yeah. That's the thing,
How much are they? They're not that expensive. Or aren't they really expensive?
I bought a beginner pack, like a starter pack, for £19.
No, it's nothing.
After posting packaging, it was about 25. But I got free cartridges and blah blah blah. And I actually I know where.
Is it cheaper then? Are you saving money?
Oh, I think it would be cheaper. I haven't really been using it. This died about 2 weeks ago. It just doesn't. You could suck on it for ages and then, hey, and it will just give you the wispiest fake smoke. You go to the fucking end, you know.
Well, yeah, but you don't get it from a cigarette. Each one's as good as the last.
That's right. So you said the word cigarette, and immediately my nicotine-addled brain.
No, but Fucking long legs is back again. Yeah.
And Liam is officially employing the backhand slap to get rid of the baggy long legs. I don't think he's a fan.
I killed it. It's not fully dead either. I'm just leaving it there to suffer, Scott.
Oh, that's mean.
Yeah. Got to take the small things in life.
You could have been a daddy long leg once. You don't know.
And if I was, I'd want someone to squash me. If that was my existence, flying around as a daddy long legs, no, I'd rather not, Scott.
So, what's the state of affairs, really?
Well, okay, you are always, in these sorts of situations, you go for news headlines, Scott. So the big one was Scotland. And we both have Scott in our names.
Oh yeah,
so,
which is very important.
Yeah. Scott and Scott, it's like,
I wasn't surprised.
What?
That they voted no.
Oh, of course not. Nothing exciting happens. People talk about change and that they want everything different, but at the end of the day, it's all too cushy. Like, living in this country, even if you...
It's a bold step. It's a big leap to make. And I'm not sure politics, the way it runs today, where you see these Jack Dannies running around town centres, smiling at people and trying to drum up crowds. I'm not sure that's the way to actually affect change.
Everyone says that they, bring down the system, but everyone kind of realises that even if they do go independent, it's still going to be the same system. It's just going to be someone else in charge.
Yeah.
And why rock the boat? Like, all those people have got pensions and stuff tied up. You wouldn't want to fuck with that. A lot of old people now voting more than young, and they're thinking about their future. And the last thing you want to do is change currency. Everyone knows what happened to the euro, so you kind of, Europe's a mess.
Yeah.
So for Scotland to be like, we're going to go off it alone, not even be part of Europe,
and keep the pound and all these. It was just, I don't know, it was too much idealism from the left, and it was too much scare tactics almost from the right. So that everyone went down the middle and was like, let's just maintain the status quo.
What the fuck are they complaining about? Life, it's not like they're living like they're a third world country. It's not like Saudi Arabia over there.
Yeah.
It's just it is England. So what you're saying?
I say it was not like Saudi Arabia. There are parts of Scotland that wishes it was like Saudi Arabia. Trust me. There are some awful. Whenever I think of Glasgow, and I've been there loads. I've been there about 12, 15 times in my life because of all the family up there. I just think of grey.
Grey.
With very little break in the grey. It's just like concrete ground roads and tarmac roads and these big, some of the ugliest, most depressing buildings I've ever seen were in Glasgow.
London is a pretty green city.
Yeah.
There's plenty of parks and fucking trees about and stuff.
There's loads, yeah.
Oh, they're really exciting. Well done. Putting out the fucking trees.
I felt disappointed for you there as well.
Yeah. I'm meant to be pushing fucking boundaries here. I'm talking about trees.
I'm trying to be encouraging.
Yeah.
No, it's true. But Scotland is just, I don't know, that's too bold a leap. I think they made the right move.
At the end of the day, they've just been a bit long. But I was all for it because I've anything near to Armageddon sounds like a good deal, and at least it would have been carnage and like the flag would have changed, and I could have watched people crying about the flag and stuff and laughed at them, but instead everything just stays the same and life plods on.
We've seen that tension between like Carlisle and
is Carlisle a place or a person?
Carlisle, it's not even the border. My geography is terrible, but I just know that when you get past Carlisle on the train from Euston to Glasgow, you're basically border town. But you imagine if they just facing off, like Carlisle, the southernmost or northernmost English town, and then the Scots looking at them because they would have to put a real border up. It couldn't just be a sign saying "Welcome to Scotland." It would have to be like manned, you know.
You reckon?
Yeah.
I don't think it would.
No. Come on, we can't.
Can't be letting anyone from England just drive in.
No, we can't let
That's
yachts
huge.
just come down here when the sit hit the shan up there, so to speak.
No, I can't believe that
These
at
are
all.
wild possibilities.
The only reason
we
you
were
know
invaded by the jocks. I was trying to make a humorous point about I think it would be funny if they started, you know, if you went to that shop down there, it was Scottish, and if you went to that shop over there, it was English, and it was divided by nothing but fucking trees, you know, and they're completely different countries. We're independent. How so? It's a weird situation. I'm glad it's not being thrown in my face every fucking day now. You know?
Yeah.
Vote yes, vote no, vote yes, vote no. I can't vote.
The news, they love to run a story. You know, so at the moment, of course, it's very sad that this girl's gone missing, who's obviously dead. Like,
Alice.
Yeah.
Gross, whatever it is.
Like,
Yeah.
she's dead.
Terrible.
You know.
Oh.
There's no way, two ways around it, but there's no need to be throwing it around it all the time, because we all know we all know what we're all making pleas.
We can all make very probably accurate assumptions that
She's a fucking 15-year-old girl, you know, she probably hasn't been on Facebook, Twitter or anything in, 2 weeks. Yeah. You know, someone would have...
got to start it off, and before you got like 4 sentences, okay, 14-year-old
if the police
girl
think...
walking by a reservoir.
unless finally someone does it in England, because I've always been quite surprised that it's only been in America, where, you know, they find people in dungeons, you know, in the people's houses, like, locked up.
Oh yeah, well, Fritzl was Austrian. He was probably the most deviant one, because he was like actually fucking...
Which one
daughters are the one...
Was this the one in America?
No, the Austrian guy, Fritzl, Joseph Fritzl, where he had his daughter locked up and raped her, and she gave birth to a girl.
And then he has away with her.
I don't know about that. I don't know the particulars. Stories like that really depress me. You know?
Well, I find it fascinating.
I find, I don't know, the complete menace of like serial killers to be fascinating, and they're with like just that whole pathology, because that's fascinating to me. But he just seemed like a dirty old man that came up with a really fucking bad plan that backfired on him. And it's like, yeah, everyone gets to find out, you know. And I don't know, I wasn't that... When I heard the particulars of it, that's all you really need to know. This old man locked up fucking...
Yeah.
He had a dungeon, he locked up birds, he fucked them, they gave birth to babies, wouldn't let them out. No, completely, they were his prisoners, you know. He was probably eyeing up the little girls.
Probably let them out like twice a year to have a walk in the garden.
If that, you know. Yeah, these poor bitches have probably got rickets and...
Yeah, but then, but apparently because the human mind is so quick to adapt, is that these women, it becomes normal to them. Actually adjusting when they leave is very difficult.
Well, yeah, but that doesn't, you know, have any bearing on whether or not it's...
Because after a while, if you've been there for several years, you just forget what it was like outside. You just know being in there. And after what? I'm not saying that's why people should do it, but
I don't know, maybe the younger you are, because I think if you lock me in somewhere for 7 years now, it's kind of like Jesse at the end of Breaking Bad. Broken-willed, attached to a chain, making mess against his will, just dreaming about making boxes. He's fucking, back to work, Pinkman. That was sad.
I'm not really looking forward to this Better Call Saul thing. I think it's going to be a complete balls up.
It usually are.
It's going for comedy, and whilst Saul is a fun part to the show, I didn't think I wish it was just Saul all the time, and Walter White would just fuck off.
He wasn't hilarious, he was amusing.
Yeah.
I enjoyed his character and all that. But yeah, what are we going to watch now? I suppose he's just going to be a dodgy guy, and each week there's going to be
Well, hilarious client for him to try and represent. And
look, Louis C.K. is a catbird. Well, oh look, Bill Burr is a banker who, you know,
Doug Stanhope's a rapist, murderer.
Yeah, something, you know, you wouldn't have to stretch to. You could pull that off quite easy. If you just
Anyone would be. That's the thing as well.
Like,
It could be really interesting because it could be just a complete car wreck. Because it's the connection, everyone's going to want to be in it. Yeah, everyone wants to.
I don't know, maybe they're quite shrewd. Maybe we're not giving them enough
credit.
Maybe they're like, fuck no, I wouldn't touch that with a barge pole.
Yeah, it's not like George Clooney turned up in one episode of Breaking Bad.
No. They were, they are the, what was his name? The rude boy, the disappearer man. Well, I can't remember his name. Jackie Brown as well. You know what I mean?
The disappearer man?
Yeah, in Breaking Bad at the end, you know?
Oh, the one he contacts. Oh, the one that owns the vacuum cleaner business.
Yeah. He's an old time, like, actual serious actor.
Yeah. I'm really annoyed by those Vodafone shitty adverts where... No, it's not Vodafone, it's Direct Line. Have you seen these ones? And it's got the guy from Pulp Fiction, and there's all Pulp Fiction references.
Oh, yeah. That's really stinky. It's like Harvey Keitel.
That's it, yeah.
Why are you doing this, Harvey?
First direct as well. Dear oh dear, Harvey. He must have some tax bills he's got to pay off.
Times must be tough. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, we could check on the internet. Is there a divorce? You know, is there some sort of gambling thing we haven't heard about?
Yeah, there's definitely a reason. He's a cool guy. Yeah.
And again, maybe Harvey Keitel.
Yeah, but he's
taking
taking the mick out of that character from Pulp Fiction. He's like taking the piss out of himself a bit.
Yeah, it'd be like...
it is a bit, you know, it's not too good for his street cred. It was a bit like Iggy Pop, like, that was like taking... I thought that was like a piss take as well.
Oh, when he did his car advert ones, it'd be like Tim Robbins going, "Hi, I'm Andy Dufresne. And when I'm in prison, trying to escape, my favourite tool is this Clawford's rock hammer." Remember Andy Dufresne?
I have no idea who you're talking about.
Shawshank Redemption.
Right.
So you can't take a coin.
Not Tim Roth.
No, Tim Robinson.
Was that the lead guy?
I blame marijuana for this breakdown of me having to explain shit. Did I say Tim Robbins? Or Tim Robinson?
I don't care.
Holy moly. You know what I mean. Shawshank Redemption.
No, incredible movie.
Andy Dufresne.
Or film. Well, so far I think it's going swimmingly.
Yeah, I've covered a lot of topics.
I've eaten a lot of topics as well.
Whee!
Oh, there we go.
Hell's bells.
I'm keeping it old school though. I don't even think there are topics anymore. So anyone will get that topics candy bar joke.
Maybe. You're going to have to start making Great British Bake Off references.
I was reading somewhere that apparently we're all incorporating American words into the way we talk, but we're not realising that's happening.
Such as? Well, I do a lot. I say dude a lot.
What is it? One of them, take out.
Oh, instead of a takeaway.
Yeah. And I noticed I say it.
I'm getting takeout. Yeah, well, there's always going to be that. I'm heavily fucking influenced by American culture.
Dude. It is a great word. Because it's like, you know, you're just saying hi, but you're making it sound like it's important, but dude.
Yeah, you can use inflection to make it mean anything.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude.
Millions.
Dude.
There's not many words you can do that with. You can't be like, hi, because then you sound gay. You'd be like, dude. Actually, that's a bit gay. Yeah, that's so gay.
D-Train. Yeah, no, I was thinking about it for a few years. And remember Block Party?
You were thinking about this. You were thinking about Block Party for a few years.
No, just like how Americanized I am, like in lots of different ways.
Where do you get your coffees if you go out for coffee?
Uh, what do you mean?
Do you go to Starbucks?
I'll go to Starbucks.
Bastard.
Sometimes I'll go near there.
You bastard, you should never go to Starbucks. They're fucking
Oh, what they?
tax evading bastards. Well, most of them are.
Oh, so would I be.
I think
if I was clever.
Costa's another one as well.
Well, they're English, aren't they? And they pay their dues.
English are like some of the English people worse than the American ones. Vodafone, the main bastard. If it was our equivalent to Starbucks is Vodafone.
Are they on like a Jimmy Carr?
They got a zero. They're not paying any tax. They're actually getting subsidised by the government or some shit. So they're making money off us and not paying any tax. But no, but all that money,
If they were ripping us off and they weren't ripping us off, I'd still have to fucking pay it.
But if they all paid, then all the money issues on the planet would be sorted. There's enough money there to pay it all off.
Well, then obviously Vodafone, who, as I understand it, sell phones, ain't gonna have enough money to.
They're connected to the banks, man. They're connected to the banks and stuff. They're all owned by the same bastards.
Okay. Liam's going off on. I felt it coming, like a conspiracy theory, like Uber left. Just it's all connected, man. Like, no, I'm sorry, Vodafone don't have enough money to sort the world out, even if they are connected to the fucking banks.
Well, they could pay off the debt that we're paying them out of.
What? Which debt?
The debt the bailout that we gave these cocksuckers.
Bankers.
We gave it wasn't the bankers, you know. Everyone says it's not the bankers, Scott. It's the people at the top. Like that's where that money disappeared to. No, they're not at the top, Scott. They're just doing their jobs. Like,
yeah, they're called executives. But no, I'm a little bit confused now. So Vodafone are a major tax evader.
Yes.
So much so that if they paid their bill, they could write all the finances.
No, not all the finances, but of every company that was evading tax. If they all pay their tax bill like they should, then that's enough money to. It's like 60 billion or like trillion or something ridiculous like that. It's some ridiculous amount. All these companies are evading taxes. And we could use that money.
Well, what would happen is they would pay that money to the government.
Yeah.
And then the government would probably.
No, but you see.
That up.
Yeah, but then you wouldn't see things closing. You see things opening. It'd be. It's a way of restoring finance. People, more money in the economy.
I have a very deep distrust of politicians. So I don't. Even, they've got enough money to sort out all the problems, but it's got to go through the politicians first. And we all know what they're like.
They're idiots.
Running money through dishonest people from dishonest people. I just don't see a way out of it.
Well, the problem is that everyone's an idiot. And no one's really willing to take, acceptance for this issue. That, the majority of people just aren't in power. Just give them an IQ test. And, just make sure smart people are running everything, and just keep the stupid people away. Not really sure that makes any sense.
It sounds like a manifesto. We shall keep the stupid people down by force.
Yeah.
We shall raise the smart people to power.
Yeah.
We shall put everyone in very well-ironed uniforms, and we shall teach them to goose step.
Take the shovs. We
shall put Jews in some camps. And when I say Jews, I mean everyone that disagrees with us.
Chavs. I'm talking about, a mass genocide of the, Chav population.
The majority of the population, you mean?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's all good and well, but then, if there's only 10,000 of us left.
It's 10 million. Isn't that the magic number?
I don't know, Dr. Mengele. I haven't played the eugenics game.
Well, if you want, you can look at this really interesting thing. There's this big concrete pillar out in the middle of somewhere in America.
Oh, I know about that. Yeah, where some guy has written into a bit of brick about what he thinks would be the way forward, and it involves large-scale extermination and get the population down to 100,000
I think it's 10 million. I don't know.
Okay, whatever. It's a very small number in comparison to what the actual number is.
Yeah.
And then there's some other shit. It's very libertarian, and you know I know about the Rock, you know, where it's
The Rock.
some dude. It was paid for by a rich dude. This is how my memory works, by the way.
Yeah.
I don't remember the actual name of it, which would be helpful, but I do know the one you mean. There's a stone. It just appeared, but then they found out it was.
Wasn't the guy's name like Christ or something? That's what he'd written down in the book. This is like Jesse Ventura territory. I think I saw this from Jesse. Have you ever watched Jesse Ventura?
No, I know about him, but I've never. I'm not big on conspiracy theory anymore.
Oh, but it's a funny show because he's the old governor. He did what Arnie did before Arnie did it. So he's doing Total Recall.
Yeah.
And the running man, he's the guy that he's going to fight at the end, but he doesn't actually get around to fighting them.
Yeah.
Because he pushes out and he runs off. But
At
yeah.
the end of running man.
Yeah. He's the guy with like a jetpack on his back and stuff, and they come in at the end and he's the last person alive left to fight Arnie, and he just does a runner. So the black dude who's the presenter, he whacks on his suit and goes out and fights Arnie. It's his ass kick.
I watched Running Man it was over a year ago. Because I read it in the Backman books. I went to you.
I still got it.
I know.
Sometimes I worry that I haven't.
Read it.
Oh, it's over there.
No, I read it and I was like, I watched the film. And the film was just that dude that sang opera and just shot electricity at you.
Oh!
Yeah, that's hilarious. Great. Did he have a little car as well?
Yeah. Yeah, it did, yeah. It was a little pussy-mobile. I saw, I sat through the hell that is Batman and Robin finally as well. It was like my 5th attempt at watching, but it's the one with George Clooney, Arnold Schwarzenegger,
Uma
Thurman,
Chris O'Donnell.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Alicia Silverstone when she's fat. It's really weird.
She's fat.
Yeah, she's put on lots of weight in it. I remember I read somewhere about it, and then she's definitely chunky in the cheeks.
Mm-hmm. Well, she was fucking hot and clueless,
but it's awful, man.
Yeah, I remember watching it, and I was like, when it came out, I think it was like I was 15 or something. I enjoyed the previous one where it was Jim Carrey and.
Yeah, me too. I like that one.
Yeah, that was a good one. Was that Batman Returns?
Forever?
Batman Forever, yeah. Batman Returns was Danny DeVito as the Penguin.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what killed that franchise initially. not Danny DeVito, obviously, but yeah, that last one with Arnie. Awful film. I look forward to like shit movies coming out, like 50 Shades of Grey. I'm all psyched for it because I know it's going to be one of the worst bits of cinema ever put to read
the books.
Yeah.
Because apparently the books are awful, and I think I've read enough awful books. I don't need to do that to myself anymore.
No.
I just watch the films. Yeah. Are they going to do 3?
No.
Just 1.
Well, we'll see how it goes, but I'm guessing, they're
going to Harry Potter it.
What, make 8?
50 Shades of Grey, The Deafening, 50
Shades
of Grey, The Talc.
Because I mentioned to you that The Fall is Gillian Anderson in Belfast catching a serial killer, and the serial killer is the guy that's playing that twat from 50 Shades of Grey.
Yeah.
So it's kind of funny that the role that he's playing now is of a mass serial killer, and then he's now going to be some sort of heartthrob, sadomasochistic banking.
Yeah.
The main thing that the only reason I want to watch it is to know if they do that tampon scene, because it's. Yeah.
Oh, tampon scene?
Yeah, there's a bit where she's like laying spreads out, and she's like, I'm on my period, we can't, and he comes. I don't know. He might take it out with his teeth, but I might have exaggerated that. But he definitely removes it. He just whips her tampon out of her and throws it, and goes, oh yeah, and then fucks her anyway, even though she's on the blog.
Nothing wrong with that.
Well, no, but that's
Jesus, that's what they come to. That's what people are waiting to see.
Yeah, that's the only reason.
They see it every fucking. They see it once a month, if they're lucky.
Yeah, but it could be one of those things like no one's ever like, ugh. Well, I'm sure there is. I'm sure if you look through film, there's plenty of shit films that there's probably a horror movie based on a killer tampon or something if you look for it.
There's that one about a fanny with teeth.
Oh, teeth.
Yeah. Aptly named.
I never watched it.
I don't want to watch it. It makes me wince.
Yeah, just thinking about it. Yeah.
So I guess it would be good. Oh, you know what? My bottom teeth start itching. Now.
Yeah, you're like,
even fucking thinking about it.
Because he's gonna bite his cock off. Why are you fucking up?
Just should at least give him a go. Like, let him get to the point.
Yeah, I think it's once everything probably starts getting hot and heavy.
Because it'd just be pointless then. As soon as he went, oh.
They should do another one, the sequel, and it's like in her ass. So it's several years later, and she's never, she's gotten rid of the teeth in her pussy, and then she's settled down, and then one time, and her husband's like, you know what, darling, let's spice things up, and
it is my birthday.
Yeah, sticks it in her ass, and then it bites his cock off, and she's like, not again.
I can call it teeth number 2.
Yeah.
I don't want to. Oh, Jesus, it's bad not thinking about.
So I think I've got money there. What's that ridiculous website where people can give you money if you just think of something stupid to do? And people get their movies made.
Oh, like Kickstarters.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
There was a story about this guy who wanted $20 so he could make potato salad, like some horrendous hipster from New York.
Okay.
And then by the end he got $12,000 because people
like to cut his jib, basically.
Yeah, they like this. I want $20 to make some potato salad.
Got moxie.
Yeah, just give him $12,000 and see what's going on.
Well, fuck, what are we doing? We should be on the. Where's my mouse?
Yeah. I was thinking we should go for the big bucks and we should go for a fruit salad.
Me and my friend Liam, we just love pineapple.
We're gonna just buy one pineapple for £1 and see if he will give us 20 quid.
It's our whole life, and we don't give a fuck.
Yeah, all you have to do is just send a link to some sort of hipster website, and hipsters are funny.
One word is funny.
I get concerned that I'm a hipster sometimes, just slap myself and remember I'm definitely not.
You're definitely not. No, you can see them a mile off. They want you to know they're hipster. So for me, there's really never been any, confusion in whether or not they are. I can spot them from a mile off. You see dudes in trousers that you're just like, they look like if I went out in my long johns, I painted my long johns to look like jeans. And it's like, are you not scared you're going to get beat up? What is the matter with you?
Well, yeah, this is why
sandals and a fucking trilby? Seriously.
No, I saw online there's a whole collection of videos of people in New York punching hipsters. Hipsters getting in trouble with everyday ghetto New Yorkers and just getting just loads of videos. They're very funny to watch because they're just like posers and just annoying people. It's just really fucking annoying people.
It'd be tricky to see all those colours and patterns.
Yeah, apparently it's a big epidemic in America.
What, hipsters?
Yeah. No, or just like a mass influx of hipsters everywhere.
Oh, like they move into an area.
Yeah. All these people are moving from
like AIDS.
Yeah, they're moving into poor ghetto areas.
They lower the value of the structure.
Well, no, they increase the value for where they move into. No, this is what's horrible because they've all mummy and daddy pay for all their bills, so they're getting expensive apartments and stuff in rundown areas and raising the prices for everything because then the hipsters all invade. Fucking hipsters.
I remember seeing a picture once, and it was a dude. He had like National Health style spectacles on. He was a black chap. But he was a geeky looking black chap, obviously, as a hipster. Dungarees, a yellow shirt underneath it, and an actual Game Boy as a necklace.
I've seen the Game Boy necklace
Yeah, it must be famous. I hope it is, because I saw it and literally wept. First in laughter, and then in sadness. I was like, that is absolutely ridiculous.
Is it electrical? It must be hollowed out. It'd be too heavy otherwise, though.
Whatever. I don't know.
Game Boys
I
are
don't
pretty
think
cool.
I don't think he would hollow out a Game Boy. I think he'd probably think that was, like sacrilege.
You probably played it. I guess if you're gonna have a Game Boy strapped around your neck,
But it wasn't
might as well be able
the
to play
right way
it.
up. If you were going to play it, the buttons would be pointing towards your chin. It was
You-
actually screened down,
You,
so it was an artifice of.
it wasn't, because it should be the wrong way round, so you can just do that.
Exactly my problem. Yeah.
Yeah, I
No,
get it.
it was the other way around. Which
Yeah,
suggests
so
to me
yeah, you'd have to twist it and then you'd be strangling yourself with your own Game Boy.
that wasn't so he could play his Game Boy.
No.
That was because he thought that he was being the first of something. Like he was reaching for.
Well, maybe I should just start hanging random appliances on my neck.
Well, okay.
Yeah, I think I should. I'm thinking, toaster. Really bring it old school.
You'd have to commit to it like forever. You would have to do it forever. It would have to be like
Like an
Keith Richards
abacus.
and the bandana.
An abacus hanging.
If you did it for like 5 years and then didn't do it anymore, you just got sick of it one day. Everyone would think you were a fool. You would have to continuously wear that for the rest of your life. For people to think.
Yeah, but you get it. That guy doesn't go to.
Out there.
A guy doesn't go to the funeral wearing this fucking Game Boy necklace. He's probably got.
No, but I'm saying that's the only way you could ever convince, say, me, like that was a bold fashion statement you were trying to make that you really thought would change people's perceptions. So he wears it every fucking time. Seriously, it's gotten ridiculous. Like I've heard the same conversation every single time. What do you think you're doing? Why are you wearing a toaster around your neck? His argument's brilliant, but I hear it all the time. He wears it everywhere. Then it would be
What, a toaster?
an actual toaster round his neck.
I thought that was me wearing the toaster.
Yeah.
Oh, right. I'm confused.
Sorry, I created a character there where I was like, yeah, he wears it round his neck, man. What, and he never takes it off? No.
Something, I don't know.
Never takes it off.
Sounds a bit gay, really.
It's fashion, baby.
Yeah.
It's not for the muscle bound.
Like, this is an issue we're going to have to negotiate, because I need to take a piss. So, I'm just going to leave Scott, and you're going to have to...
No, I do as well. Right, can we pause?
No, I can just have to freestyle.
Okay.
Talk about some bollocks while I'm gone pissing, and we can swap over some alone time, Scott.
Yeah.
You can tell it how you're going to murder me when I get back and stuff.
No, yeah, this is like our talking head section.
Yeah.
Our monologue.
Indeed.
I remember Moscow in the springtime. It was nice. Anyway, yeah, so, hello. It seems strange to me. It seems absolutely impossible to me right now to imagine anyone would listen to this bullshit. Just, me and my friend, I've always, Liam's a person I've always had conversations with that have always intrigued me. Like, sometimes to the point of anger, I won't lie, and sometimes to the point of just absolute hilarity. So that, there's never a dull moment, which is, frankly, as a 29-year-old male, I'm a little bit tired of the small talk and the rigmarole of the everyday, so it's nice to have a friend I can go deep with, and Liam's definitely one of those people. So, and yeah, we like questioning each other, and we don't get mad, So we can ask each other why we think certain things, which is a good thing. And I hope that comes across in this crazy experiment. So yeah, I've just been talking basically to white noise.
About what, Scott?
Just about why we're doing this, I think. Like,
Okay. Was it bored?
yeah, no, I didn't mention that part. I probably gave it more gravitas than was needed. No, just what we discussed when we had the brainchild to give it a go.
Yeah, no.
But we always have kind of interest in
We might as well do something.
exchanging.
We might as well do something creative.
Mm-hmm.
And this seems like the most piss poor, easiest way of ever being creative. Is that I could just sit around and blab my mouth, and someone might be fucking have so much, so much time on their hands that they might just sit here and listen to me talk shit. If I can make money from it, it sounds like gold.
Well, I'm not sure that's the attitude, but we'll go with it.
Well, yeah, I'm not saying selling out, Scott, but
No, I'm all for selling out. Don't get me wrong. Oh.
I'd have a few, requests like red. I want it to be red stripe and yeah, no, just red stripe.
Jesus Christ, that was hard, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Red stripe and I don't know. I like. That's it, red stripe.
Yeah, definitely red stripe.
Yeah, it'd be nice. I was talking about that today actually at work with the guys in my office. I say it like that because, these aren't my friends, these are just people I'm forced to share space with. I have nothing against them, but...
What do people like in this new place? Is it just normal?
I probably shouldn't talk about it.
No, of course you can. Obviously, don't be slagging off your bosses for them cunts.
What it is and who it is.
No. Well, no, you can... There can't be any censorship on this, Scott.
Well, no, but censorship is different from withholding privileged information.
No, it's gonna... Eventually, everything has to come out the woodwork.
Alright, well, I worked somewhere, and they're all right. Which is my way of saying no comment.
No comment?
What was I supposed to talk about? They're
I
all
don't
right.
know, I thought there was a point to this conversation of
Okay,
these. You said you were talking to people at work.
There's a lot of problems there, and
Oh yeah? Sexual?
No, just
STDs?
incompetence. Just everywhere, kind of thing.
Yeah, but I think that's true just in life in general.
Yeah, but in this place, I don't know, it's pretty...
Corruption running through it. Right.
I don't know about corruption, but it's just piss poorly managed anyway. I was talking to the guys at work about, well, they were talking, and you get involved, and one of the dudes is a Muslim chap, but he's like your London rude boy Muslim type.
I know the sort.
Which,
yeah, bruv, yeah.
Yeah, bruv. Welcome. I'm born and bred, innit?
Yeah, of course, bruv.
Innit? And
Whenever I meet someone like that, I change my speech pattern. I start talking like that as well. It's easy for me to put on.
I know how to do it, innit? So it's not hard for me to pick it up and just slow. I don't actually say that though. That's horrible. That made me actually sound like I was irritating.
I like that. It made me feel...
I thought that was smooth.
Yeah, I did. I think it was smooth. I think you should tell that all the time.
It'd be hard now. I'd have to walk into a brand new situation. I should answer the phone like that actually, and freak people out.
So you have to, like, in a sense, like, even doing this stupid thing I'm recording this here, if you put something out on the internet, it could always come back to haunt you. So we couldn't, whilst we can make jokes about things, we couldn't be inherently racist or sexist in the slight...
Are you warning me, or are you...
I'm just saying it's a bit of a drawback. I'm
just
sure...
like a disclaimer.
Yeah, I want to try and find a way...
All content is non-racist and should not be taken seriously.
Yeah, the views expressed...
Allegedly.
The views expressed in the show...
I said, allegedly, he talks like this. Because I don't think that's racist. I think that's a very accurate description.
Of course. It's just in the age we live in, anyone can go from being nobody to the most hated person in the world in about 4 seconds. All there has to do is be a top news story where this person's the most hated person in the world, and instantly they'll be the most hated person in the world.
Yeah, of course, but I can only ever be descriptive. I'm never going to be judgmental about someone's race, you know. I'm just trying to be as accurate as I can when I say he's your typical London Muslim rude boy type. And you knew exactly what I meant when I said that.
Oh, of course I did.
Because I wasn't saying it.
I'm not. You don't have to defend yourself on the air. No, you know. I know.
Yeah, it is.
I know. You're racist, Scott.
I'd
okay.
like to apologise to my family. I would like to apologise to the UK. You don't deserve this type of hate. I can't believe I actually used the term London and Muslim in the same sentence.
Yeah.
That is probably my biggest crime.
Even paragraphs, they should be stretched out further than that. Pages.
Yeah. Well, I've always got along with a broad mixture of people, and it's never been an issue for me. So, but the older I've got, the more I've realised that it does exist. I always used to think it was like, some people are just exaggerating.
It's pretty calm though. It's not rampant in the streets. That, you know, people are giving each other dirty looks.
No, I mean it's like institutional. Like it's actually built into the fabric of society.
Yeah, of course. No, but it's an important part of our genes.
Yeah, it's weird.
Because you're meant to...
It goes from...
Stop putting it back on. I like it when it goes off.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, because obviously when we were savages, you know, we
stayed in our own troops.
In our groups, yeah.
And didn't
so then anyone that was different or was an outsider was looked on with, you know,
that's not my
suspicion.
I think that's yours.
Yeah, it's quite possible.
Did you have gone Virginia?
Yeah, I got two.
Yeah. Sorry.
That's alright, don't worry about it.
I only have one. Anyway. Yes, we all stuck to our particular our groups.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we jumped up and down and threw rocks at each other.
Those are simpler times.
Much simpler. Never mind dial-up.
Exactly.
Lucky if you didn't dye your teeth. Oh, great days. My mate Rich has always had a very interesting viewpoint on those times as well, and it's mostly related to women. If we're talking about racism, we might as well talk about misogyny as well, because that's probably second on the list. Homophobia might be, actually. I don't know. What's the greatest hate of today?
It's definitely pedophiles.
Oh,
definitely pedophiles are top. They top any list.
Pedophiles are the worst.
Yeah.
It's almost like...
especially after Jimmy Savile, like, it just kind of, you know, if you were going to do a good horror movie, Jimmy Savile would be the definite, you know, if you could pick a character to be turned into a horror movie, like, killer,
and it's almost
definitely
like,
Jimmy Savile.
And it's designed as well to hit those kids that grew up with him, that are now adults with children.
Yeah, it's like, who can you trust?
That fucker was the dirtiest one of the lot. You know, the one you couldn't wait to see on TV. You gave him that power.
Yeah. You had his pictures all over your wall growing up.
Yeah. And they let him get away with. They gave him keys. They let him in. They knew what he was doing, and he fucking let it happen. There was a real tone like that throughout the whole thing. This like shaming on everyone who didn't. Oh yeah, that's my glorious neighbours, by the way.
Yeah. Nice chap, though. I wouldn't go round for dinner, but, you know, he offered me a cigar.
Close to his mum.
Yeah, you know.
Kept their room exactly the same. I haven't done that. Just to, you know, appease any parenting concerns, you know.
Well, it's not like a psycho in there.
No. I've been very careful. In fact, it's bothered me in the last month, I would say. It's actually hit home that the place doesn't actually look too much different. It does look different, but not enough. I need to pull my finger out in that regard.
You could at least just put everything in that room.
Well, no, I just got to really dedicate. It's got to actually be my project kind of thing. I've got basically what I have to
Well,
do.
it could be kitted, you know, this room could be
empty
kitted out
flat.
so sick, like.
And I'm a lazy pothead, which, you know, emptying a flat, that's almost, let's say you were a mountain climber. You had Everest.
No, I wouldn't say it's Everest. I think Everest is, you're going a bit high up there. Primrose Hill.
Ben Nevis.
Ben Nevis.
Yeah, big hill. Big hill. I mean, a
Snowdonia, or whatever the hell it's called.
No. Ben Nevis. Big hill. Just a big one. You know you're going to have to stretch before you take it on, because you will get cramp if you don't.
What a metaphor.
Thank you. So, you know, for a lazy pothead, the way you get ready to actually deal with gutting a flat of about 20 years worth of memories is you sit down and you think about it for a long time. You know, I had to get that shit out of my system, really.
Oh, that's...
I don't want to get morbid.
No, that's not... No.
Just, you know, talking about the way things are. So, pushing on.
Did you, yeah, I don't know, had you come up with any interesting points you wanted to debate and raise? You mentioned technology to me earlier, sorry.
Yeah, and then my iPhone thing happened, so I don't want to talk about it anymore.
No.
No, fuck technology.
Yeah.
It doesn't deserve my words.
Were you going to praise it and say how awesome it was?
Um,
Initially, until the mobile telephone.
Yeah, I was going to talk about, like, how crazy it is. Because I remember being young, and, you know, I grew up with the Nintendo and then the SNES. I saw that whole evolution, and so did you.
Yeah.
And then you saw everything else.
Yeah, everything kind of jumped all of a sudden.
Like,
It spiraled. Right.
And now it's...
Within 10 years, it's incredible.
Yeah. It's like one of the most amazing things. It's going to be written about. And it's a period that we lived in.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
I don't know if it's the most exciting period to have been in, to be honest. I would have preferred the hippies, you know, all those drugs and free love and all that. I could have been a hippie. I wouldn't be a hippie now. Hippie, hipster, it's the same thing.
I tried doing that with my long hair. Couldn't get a job now.
Well, that wasn't hippie though.
No, not completely.
Metal, you can have.
I still hated people. Hippies don't hate men.
Wow. Yeah, they do.
They hate the man.
Yeah, which is everyone.
Yeah, which is everyone that doesn't leave them alone to do what they want to do, which is mostly, I think, roll around with loads of women and do drugs.
Yeah.
So that's what society is. It's just basically us trying to figure out how to do that and appease everyone. And no one's quite got it right.
No.
How can we get the world to agree to do nothing? Let's stop all this shit.
Yeah, one day everyone just gets up and is like, right.
Let's all just chill, man. I'm not sure that's a good idea, though.
No, there's plenty of people chilling already, and they're not exactly aiding society, are they? It's fucking up.
Well, you compare that to the rise of technology, especially in our lifetime. I'm more excited by the idea of technology and where it's going to take us. It's just fucking intriguing to me. Like, really, what's next? And they say, computing power doubles.
Yeah, there's some ridiculous statistics,
I think it's 18 months it doubles in power or something.
Yeah, it's like apparently in 40 years' time it'll be more powerful than, if it continues, it'll be more powerful than the human brain. Some crazy shit. It'll be like God.
More power in that fucking iPhone than they used to get a rocket to the moon. More computing.
Oh, well, to be honest, dude, I think wasn't Dreamcast or it was N64 had more power. I remember it was part of their advertising campaign that it was more powerful than the computer that took man to the moon.
A Dreamcast, that's one I didn't get.
That's what kind of makes you. That's what kind of makes you think that maybe the Americans did fake the landing, because they just didn't have the fucking technology for it. Like, it's such a precision fucking, you know. If that be my argument, it'd be, you know, not all those stupid documentaries. It's just, I don't know if it would be feasible. Like, you know, I guess they had the greatest minds and stuff. People were still pretty clever back then, but
I think it's pretty...
The amount of times that they crashed up some shit on Mars and they got fucking all these supercomputers, you know, monitoring everything, and it looks like a bit of a botched job, really. You know, getting one beer that goes. It sounds crazy. I wouldn't be the first person to do it. I'd be like, right, so we're going to travel in this thing. Then another bit's going to break off.
Yeah.
And there wasn't any, apart from deaths of explosions on the tarmac. Well, not tarmac, whatever. But but no one ever died. No one ever died, like, on all those trips to the moon and back. Like, and there was a few of them, and no one ever died. But loads of people died just launching. The amount of deaths has been fucking huge.
Yeah.
Like, on every occasion that they've managed to, you know, there's never been a fuck up with the landing onto the moon or the fucking taking off the moon. Like, it'd be crap. If something breaks, there ain't no fucking mechanic around. Like, there's no part shop. You've just got rock. Like, it's like, right, this bit's broken. Well, you're fucked. Yeah. Where on earth, you know what I mean?
I think it's pretty safe to say they did go to the moon. I mean, I think it's been proven beyond...
Or don't they have pictures of the moon now? The cameras are powerful enough to be able to take photographs, so you'd be able to see pictures of the...
Yeah, and apparently you can bounce lasers back and forth. I'm getting this from the Big Bang Theory, by the way.
Oh yeah, because they left some things up there.
Yeah, and they can bounce lasers back, and like you can measure the amount of fuel they use. Like, there's lasers. You know, smart people know. So I think we should defer to their smartness.
Right, and not my adult conspiracy-ridden brain.
I should get my phone. So, excuse me, I'd like to be put through to the top rocket science in the country. Well, yes, me and my friend are actually sat at my table drinking and smoking weed, and we were talking about this. And we really need to know the actual answer. We can't have, no guff. We actually need to know.
Mr. Scientist.
Oh, he's busy. Right, I need to do my little bathroom break.
Right.
I said that's so cute. Oh.
No, you really didn't. And I will talk about absolutely fuck all. Maybe I should give a review for the gig I went to yesterday. Give it 5 fucking stars. 5 stars. Masked Intruder. Fighting Cocks. Very good venue. Very nice bartenders. And the fucking music, Masked Intruder. Moshing. It was one of those ones where I could literally wring the sweat out of my t-shirt by the end. A 5 star review there. Yeah. This is more difficult than it seems. I gotta think of something to talk about, but I hate you. I hate you all. Yeah, I'm gonna tell everybody. Fuck you all. Stop listening to this shit. I don't even know what the fuck I'm saying. Hopefully Scarcat's back soon. I don't like it here. Well, I'm just gonna drink beer then, and I'm not gonna do anything. Or say anything, but I don't have to, because you're not the fucking boss of me. Oh, he's back.
Hello.
It didn't go very well. I wasn't sure what to say.
Oh no.
Just started insulting.
Who?
Just the phone. Anyone listening?
What do you mean? What have you done?
Nothing. Nothing, Scott. There's too much pressure. I should have written something down to talk about in the break. The fame's onto my head, Scott.
I was thinking, actually, while I was having a boring piss.
Oh, yeah.
Because, it's quite a lot of liquid in one of them. Jesus. 650 mil. Yeah, why not? We should talk about weed.
Yeah, we should have a joint.
Yeah, and talk about it. Why not? It's one of my favourite things ever.
Yeah, of course.
So I can't not pretend that. There was a little conversation at work today as well, because my friend, London Muslim chap, yes, bruv, I think he was trying to show off to me, which is a bad idea. No.
show off what in terms of what he smokes herb.
Prowess, and I want to do this year, and I want to do that.
What, I got a 12 skin, and I can smoke the thing in one go, like, blah, blah.
No, there are stories about Amsterdam and how he was there for a weekend, and he showed me a list of all the stuff he smoked. And it's like, in a weekend, my friend, it was like 15 strains on the list. And he was telling me he was doing cakes, and I wasn't convinced with the figures.
It sounds like too much weed.
Yeah, they all added up to bullshit, basically.
You can't smoke 50 joints for bad, you know. No. And eat cakes and do stuff like that, what, in 2 days?
Yeah.
No, don't be retarded. You'll fucking go over there.
And I brought some back with me, and in my hand, like, it was just, too much bullshit.
Yeah. Too much story.
Yeah. But I love that, though, because it's got to a point now where, I don't know, maybe I'm getting older and chilling out. That would have probably angered me.
What would anger you?
When I was younger.
What?
Like someone pretending to, or just over-embellish at me when it's so obvious kind of thing.
Yeah, but you just...
And now it just kind of makes me laugh like an old man, like, you crazy kid, he's 22. So,
yeah, of course, everyone's got the black when they're old, or younger.
Yeah.
And as you get older, you've got less to prove. It's like, yeah, I did it. If you've been there and done it and got the t-shirt, you don't need to brag about the t-shirt.
Yeah, you don't need to shout about it.
No. Occasionally someone will find out. But, yeah. No, yeah, I'll throw you under the table. Those sorts of fucking arguments.
Yeah. I almost wish he would. I would take that challenge with him. And it would be on the condition that he supplied all the herb. And I didn't have to go to Forest Hill to do it.
Where's Forest Hill?
Like East London.
Is that where he's from?
Yeah.
Divulging a lot about this guy. So.
Allegedly. He might not be from East London. He might be from South East London. I might be fucking with you.
Well, anyway, what did you want to say about urban? How long have you been smoking, Ascot?
I remember I started when I was about 14. I bought £5 worth off someone, and later found out that it wasn't £5 worth. Just dirt, hash, soap bar. I made that last for about a month, and it was like the smallest amount ever. And it wasn't until, and that's how I thought you did it. I thought you put a tiny, tiny bit in. So I never had a blast off experience with it until my friend Boise, your friend Boise, Mr. Boise. I went round his house once. I think his mum was out, and I smoked out the window, and he made a proper one with skunk, like really stinky, like ooh Jesus, that smells dangerous kind of stuff. And I just completely flopped on his bed, and I remember staring at cracking the ceiling while he was playing me. He was like, "Oh, this band, it's called Massey Star. Oh yeah, it's kind of cool and chilled and smoking." And that was the first blast off experience I had. So after that, it was like, yeah, I kind of want to have this a lot more. And then there was a lot of smoking in groups when I was 16 in parks and giggling and shit, and that was fun.
I don't know, I hate it and I love it at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a love-hate relationship with it. I love being stoned, but another part of me feels... Sometimes it makes me feel shittier. I'll be sober and feeling normal and, excited. Oh, I'm going to smoke a joint, and then I'll smoke a joint, and then it's only for the first half an hour, and then it all pans out and I feel great. But for the first half an hour, occasionally I get stressed out, and I feel more tense because I'm stoned, because suddenly, I don't know, because it brings down the barrier in my brain, and suddenly I'm overly thinking about things.
Well, yeah, that's what it does. It sensitizes you even more. So you're like, I shouldn't be just sitting here. I've got things I should be doing. Fucking hell, man. And it's like, before you know it, you've been sat down for 20 minutes, and it's like, and I've been beating myself up about being sat down.
Yeah.
You just get up and you just,
so at least put some music on or something.
I'm not fucking doing it for you. Just leave me alone and fucking, Yeah, but, you know.
Yeah, then the mellows out and you're like, oh yeah, I feel good.
What you're doing is you're basically, you know, at this point in our lives, I think we both know.
It's over, Scott. We're not gonna turn it around and become normal members of society. It's not gonna fucking happen.
Well, I've never wanted to be a normal member of society, so I'm not bothered about that. What I mean is, it's never, I think we should be mature enough by now to realise that we're responsible for ourselves.
Yeah.
So really, you know, if anyone's got a problem with the way you are,
It's their problem.
yeah, you can bring it to me if you want, but you're not gonna like.
Yeah.
You're not gonna like the answer. So I'm not concerned with that. What I am concerned with is what you just mentioned.
What was that?
When you have a joint and then you get all uncomfortable and anxious. I think that is your brain dissolving the little, you know, the constraints that we all build up.
What, the problems?
Yeah. And going,
bringing them out.
The problem's you, dickhead.
Yeah.
The problem's you.
Yeah.
You know.
You're just making it a problem because you're thinking about it. Whereas right now, but usually when you're smoking a joint, it's not like, you know, you're about to engage in anything difficult, usually. You know, most people don't,
Yeah, it's not my go-to thing when I'm about to fucking get up for work and go out on the tube. You know, I must be quite stoned for this. I'd rather not be. I'd rather have my wits about me, man. People are always trying to steal my armrest. You know, if I'm not careful, I might walk into an armpit.
Do we have any more beer?
No, afraid not. The well is dry.
Have we got capacity for coffee?
Got coffee. I've got whiskey up there.
Oh, can we have a little glass of whiskey?
Yeah, why not?
That's sophisticated people.
I don't know if I've got any ice. If we had ice, that would be awesome. I would love a bit of whiskey with ice.
What do you have a cube tray, Scott?
I do.
That isn't usually barren. Are you a man that never refills the ice tray?
Oh no, I have periods where it's like I go mad on ice, and then I don't for ages, and I'm in one of those periods where I don't know if it's full.
There's so much weed in that fucking day.
Yeah.
Concerns me.
How so?
It concerns me. I have to smoke some of it now.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Well, yeah, it should.
What you're doing to yourself, that doesn't concern me, Scott. Go right ahead, sir.
What I'm doing to myself. What done to myself. Hey,
No, you know,
I used to be a lot worse than I am. I was in a rotten mess. That's right. I hated being a teenager. I knew what was coming.
And what was that?
Adulthood.
Yeah, shit as well.
I knew it was coming.
That's the thing that, no, like, everyone, it's built up so it's like something that's going to be like big and exciting, not becoming an adult. And it's like, actually, this is shit.
You hit about 12, 13, you start realising, wait a minute, they've been lying to me for a while now.
Yeah.
That Santa Claus thing, the tooth fairy thing. Now, you know...
Going to school, exams, tests. What they program me
for. You start to sniff out the bullshit, and it's terribly disappointing when you realise everyone has been pulling the wool over your eyes.
Yeah.
Because they think
they're happy, but they're not happy.
Yeah. That's really disappointing. And I knew it was coming. So now I'm 29 and I've been smoking hard for years. The only things that really kind of freak me out are like the normal things.
What normal things? There aren't there.
No, when you have to conform. You know, like.
Or when you have to do something normal, when you have to let. You can't be an arsehole. Like, if someone said something to you retarded that you should say, fuck off, you have to actually go, yeah, that's a good point.
No, it's just, yeah, I suppose it's...
I hate those moments.
Placating people a lot of the time just for a quiet life, and there's... You know,
yeah, you think in the back of your head there's a thing that you would love to say right now, but you can't say it.
Yeah.
Because people would be outraged if you...
Status quo.
Yeah.
The social contract. It's like, fuck you, I never signed up for any of this.
Yeah, of course.
Mm.
Yeah.
And maybe it's intellectual arrogance. Maybe I'm arrogant for even considering the fact that I could claim intellectual arrogance. I don't know. I don't really care.
Well, you know.
It's, yeah. What you're listening to, ladies and gentlemen, is a weary young man. It's been a long day, and we're just getting into that part of the evening. What can I say?
Am I gonna? I got glasses, but I don't know how.
Right. I'll have a look for eyes.
Ice, baby.
Dun, 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 dun. Fucking Queen of Pop.
Did you see that they got a new song with Queen and Michael Jackson? Because they started recording it in 1924 or something. Now they digitally remastered it together. It sounded a bit shit, to be honest. I wasn't a big fan. Ugh, this glass is foul. Alright, sorry listeners, like, I think we're going to both leave the room. Can't use this glass. Any ice? I apologise. Oh, well. And I'm back. Sorry about that. This is the time to check your phone. Oh, look at how posh this is. The 10-year. Got something. Yeah.
That was a very nice present. Christmas present from Nicola.
What's this one here? Is that the
Is
best
that
one?
The double one. I like that one. It's nice.
Well, what about this one? This one doesn't look like it's been opened. Is that
That's
what you went?
57% bad boy.
Is that a killer? Oh yeah. Well, should we go for this one here then? The 10-year. I think that's the
that's
standard.
That's the one you get in pubs.
Yeah.
That's Talisker, by the way.
Sponsored.
Awesome peaches.
Talisker.
Isle of Skye. Beautiful single malt whiskey, my friends. Basically, this is not shit.
You pour.
This is good stuff.
This is your whiskey. I'm not going to pour it out.
Well,
don't give me too much anyway. I'm not playing.
Can you indicate? All right.
Pour yourself one and then pour me the same. Yeah, no.
I said that 2 fingers.
Yeah.
That's what I brought that for, though.
Oh, a bit of water to add.
Yeah. I do like that. It just makes it a little bit more tolerable. I'm fanning it out, basically. I got work in the morning.
What time do you have to be at for this job?
It's not bad, actually. I have to be at work about 9:15.
Oh,
But I have been in work. This is Thursday.
oh, that's a nice whisker there. Oh, it's very nice.
That's a smoky one.
Oh.
Can I finish my fucking work
Oh
story?
yeah, sorry.
Are you finished having your whiskey orgasm?
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, I've been going in all week and no one's got in before like 20 to 10.
20 to 10.
Yeah, I get in at 9:15, trying to be a good boy. It's my first full week, and nobody's got in before 9:30, quarter to 10. About that.
And what time do they clock off?
5:30.
It's not bad.
Mhm. And it's only 15 minutes on the.
How long is lunch break?
An hour.
Nice.
So I go get something to munch. My lunch of this week has been the hoisin duck wrap from Pret a Manger, which is not only very tasty. Sponsor, send us loads of free fucking ones. They're really good. Really good.
Pret a Manger.
Oh yeah.
You fucking classy cunt, right?
That's like the low end of the
What, Pret?
yeah, the spectrum.
Well, what's the high end? Eat. I know that one.
I think Eat's a bit higher than Pret. Although, you know, you can argue. They do a good goulash. Eat does very good goulash.
Filthy, man.
What?
Sounds like knob, isn't it?
Goulash?
Yeah. I've whipped up my goulash and slapped with it. Can I tell you, this is something I wanted to tell you about. You know, I told you I downloaded all those pictures of the naked celebrities.
Oh, yeah.
because I was, you know, I was reading about it and I was like, yeah, I was reading about it and I was like, I want to see what these pictures are. And there's one chick and she's the most famous one out of them. I can't even remember what her fucking name is. But, you know, she's got a good set of tits on her, so, you know, you're like, yeah.
Just as a man, you can appreciate her form, is what you're trying to say.
Yeah, but looking at the pictures, it just looks like a chick has just been taking pictures of her, but they're not, the pictures aren't sexy.
No, they're all like actual cell phone photos.
Yeah,
taken,
which are awful.
To send their boyfriend.
Yeah. So they're not...
kind of depressing when you see it.
Yeah, you're like, oh...
I'm not your boyfriend.
Yeah, I want to see this in Playboy. I want to see you, you know, airbrushed and looking better than this, love. Letting yourself down. But the one I wanted to mention, the only one, so I'm looking through them all, like, you know, like, not even worth a wank, like, you know, I was just like, right, okay, you know, this is just...
He's not talking about the quality of lady, he's just talking about the quality
of the photo, yeah. And then I get to some chick, she's like this black-haired English chick, and she's in Dalton Abbey, and her ones are fucking hilarious. There's this video that I fucking like clicked on, and then her boyfriend's just fucking slapping her around the head with his cock, like, you know, just like, you know, he's got his erect penis, he's like bang, bang, you know, they're having a bit of a jokey, laughy moment. But there's pictures as well with like cocks on her face and stuff like that, and I was like, those ones are funny. I was, you know,
just for comedy value.
Just for comedy. I don't even know who the fuck this chick is, and you know, but I saw Downton Abbey. What do you call it? Dalton Abbey.
Downton Abbey.
Oh. But yeah, I thought, yeah, they're brilliant. Brilliant.
I saw a few of them, but I don't know, I'm not that interested.
I'm not interested. I was bored.
It depends on.
I thought it might be worth a wank, but it wasn't.
It was worth a punt.
Yeah. And it's something, you know, I had to download it on Pirate Bay, so you know, they were difficult to get. So I don't like it when everyone's talking about them on the internet, but they're not available on the internet. It's like, what the hell are you complaining about?
I did write in the search engine like leaked celebrity photos, and all it was like the mirror telling me about the leaked celebrity photos.
Yeah.
And it's like, make it difficult, but I don't know, it's bad. I'm actually rather offended. It's like, why? Stop dipping into people's...
Yeah, but it's also kind of funny. I think everyone, you know, that might just be a thing that happens in the future. What happened to you last week? Oh, some photos got leaked? No, fucking hilarious. Like, oh yeah, that happened to me a few weeks ago. Like,
then wouldn't that just make people stop using these things?
Yeah, can you imagine the amount of people that then went onto their phone and deleted all their fucking indecent pictures as soon as they saw that article? There must have been a fucking culling, like, you know. Everyone would have panicked. But the fact is, no one wants to see your tits, like, or see your cock.
Yeah, except that creepy guy you work with.
Yeah. But it just goes to show that creepy guy could probably get your information. Because all he'd need to do, because it's all about your security question answers. So if you've ever got a work colleague who goes to you, oh, I was thinking the other day, what? I was thinking about my first pet. What was the name of your first pet? And the next time you see him, like, so, yeah, my mum just changed her maiden name. What's your mother's maiden name?
I was thinking about my primary school, St. Augustus. It was great. What was the name of your primary school?
Because that's why they're saying that they could hack into these celebrity accounts, because these people's information, they just type it in. Where did this guy or this girl go to?
That's hilarious. I never even thought of that. That's fucking genius. Yeah. And I bet there'd be situations where they'd be glad to answer that question, because they, you know, they go through a slew of, so who's the blonde, George? Who's the blonde? Hey, you were caught smoking, you got anything to say? And like, what was your first pet? You know, it'd be goodbye. You're like, oh, his name was Jane.
Thanks for asking. It's like, yes, okay.
I don't know why. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. I should have said anything else. His name was Jennifer.
Well, I always find it interesting that people can hack into, if you've got like a laptop with a camera in the top.
Oh yeah, people
can hack it.
Over as well,
yeah, people can hack it, and then they'll be watching you in your bed.
Oh.
Did you ever go on that chat roulette thing?
No, I never. Oh, I do have a webcam on the netbook, but no.
A lot of the guys bad kids.
Yeah, I can imagine.
But it doesn't make any sense to me. It's just like the most random wank ever. Because you don't know who you like. You might see a granny. You might see, another guy wanking. It's quite a dangerous. It's a dangerous wank, right? Danger wank.
I wouldn't even entertain that shit. Well, I'm just gonna be.
Usually they don't have their faces on it, but occasionally they do. I saw into his eyes. We made eye contact there.
No, not for me.
No.
I did go through a state where I liked just going on random websites and you get the pop-ups where they have the fake like, hey baby.
Oh yeah.
I'm horny.
Oh, it's pretending it's typing to you.
Yeah, I used to like responding to them just in different ways all the time on it. I'm not doing too well. In fact, I think I need help. Can you phone an ambulance, please?
That sounds sexy.
That's really hard. It's like, no, seriously. I'm bleeding. I don't know how much longer I've got. I'm really lonely.
I can imagine that, those new ones where you pay to go into a private dance with someone,
Oh, like shows, cam shows.
Yeah, where it's like a live
I've never done that.
feed thing. I can imagine you could get guys quite infatuated by women. Because, you talk to each other and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I follow one on Twitter. She's a former porn star. And she does the camera.
I went on it the first time.
You mean?
Twitter.
Oh, yeah?
I signed up for it.
Oh, really?
I just looked at like Stephen Fry's and Louis C.K.'s one.
Come follow me, my friend.
I looked for you, but I couldn't find you.
I'm Dr. S.J. Ryan.
S.J.?
Yeah, Scott John. Because my name is Scott John Ryan. And I'm a fucking living like a doctor, so why not? That's
but what?
Joey Diaz joke. Thank you, Joey Diaz. Living like a doctor.
I just think of Dr. Fox. That's
I
not a cool doctor.
I was thinking of Hunter as well, I'm a Dr. Jones,
Yeah.
I was thinking about that on Twitter, and yeah. My name was taken.
Yeah, of course. I chose the Dr. Scott Ryan, the Tetrified Youth.
Dr. S.J. Ryan.
I can't wait, Scott.
I really love it. I've got like nearly 1,000 tweets of just rage for you to read.
Yeah.
You just go through them, man. You'll love it. You'll love it.
Yeah.
Just rage. And screaming rage into a well.
How many followers do you have?
26.
Wow. I'll be 27 next time.
And only one of them is James Damone.
Only one?
Only one of them is James Damone. It's like, not many of them are actually people I know. There are people that think I'm funny, because I put dumb stuff on them. I'd quite like to devote more time to just making a dickhead remarks,
You gotta be a bit careful though, don't you? You get arrested for saying the wrong thing on Twitter.
Yeah, I'm not an idiot. I'm not good.
Yeah, I might be drunk and I am an idiot.
The wrong thing.
I might say like, let's rape all the Jews and
It's like you've all gone to Latvia to look for Alice, you idiots. Wink, wink. Something horrendous like that, and then we'll.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, don't do that. I mostly just put. It's just bile, basically.
Yeah.
I'm not
breaking
the law.
Can you write anything you want?
Yeah.
Until you wrote lots of stuff with
I can't see where.
the N word on it.
No, I've never. Well, I think. Why would I use the M word on Twitter? Why?
Well, I don't know. See what happens.
So, yeah, well, that's yeah. Have you ever been out with me and I've done that in a pub? Because it'd be the exact same thing.
I'm sure. Yeah, it'd go viral straight away.
All right. Okay.
Like infamous.
Normal codes of social convention apply. You do not go on Twitter and just start like,
but it's just like, to me, it's writing on the toilet wall. That's how I consider it.
It's writing on the toilet wall, but if you put your address and
contact information,
don't go crazy now.
I'll try and write the most fucked up thing I can think of.
Well, sometimes
send it to Boris Johnson.
You've got to be careful about how you say it. See, but this is my Twitter. I just shout into the ether.
Yeah.
I just shout into the ether. That made me laugh. That was after the Scottish Independence.
I'm sure. Go
It's Jim Jeffries' tweet.
on. You can say what it is at least.
I'm never watching Braveheart again. You cunts don't want freedom. It's good. It's funny. So,
I can't wait, Scott. I'm gonna go home and masturbate to it.
well, don't go that far. Well, I'll tell you something off air.
Go on.
It's not off air.
Oh, no, you have to tell me on air. Come on. What? What, you wrote one of the tweets while you were wanking?
No. I might as well say it. It's just really good. Like, I remember Affinity something. Limited Johnson Plus. Or whatever it's fucking called.
What the fuck are you talking about? Limited Johnson Plus?
I had an old job. I would get bored.
Yeah.
And, you know, you can't go on the work Wi-Fi
Okay.
and look at RAS and stuff like that.
No, of course not.
Like, you can't go on Twitter and just search for, you know, porn handles.
What's a porn handle?
You can search for actual porn stars, you know.
One, just look at their photos.
One that you may, have seen a while ago and taken a liking to.
What, talk to her or just look at her photos and wank?
No, go in the toilet and have a wank.
No, right. But can't you do that anyway because you're on 4G or whatever?
Well, I was on the work Wi-Fi and obviously all that stuff was banned. And I'm pretty sure it gets flagged.
What, if you're watching it on your own
Wi-Fi
one?
in the toilet is trying to access.
Yeah, you can access it off the one that's in the air, can't you?
No, I've never been able to do that. It's always been rubbish on my iPhone.
Yeah?
It's shit. So,
Also, when you're out and about in the street, it's just not even worth looking at.
mm-hmm.
But you wouldn't be able to watch. You wouldn't be able
my
to.
experience.
You wouldn't be able to watch the movie off it.
I could, but there's no point. I would have to go somewhere with Wi-Fi. I wouldn't go to a park and just 3G a film.
I thought you better 3G a wank. Like I was like, no, not in
No,
a park.
I would do that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go to a park with 3G a film. No, that just kills your data. It just kills it.
And you've got a limit on your.
I've got a 2 gig a month limit.
Do you ever go over that?
So I've got Wi-Fi.
You use Wi-Fi. Yeah. But how many movies would you have to stream off the internet to? Not many.
No,
You
if
stream
you
like
think,
they're like 700 for a small one.
Yeah. So what, 2.5? Or one long 3-hour
Movie.
monster. Yeah. It's not even worth thinking about. I got Amazon Instant.
And does that mean you're not streaming it in the same way?
No, you are streaming it, so
It still takes up a lot of fucking
I can
space.
watch free films like whenever I want, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But there's no, I've no. Ah, shit.
Why do you want to watch a film on your phone anyway? Really?
Yeah, when I'm out and about, I'm usually going somewhere. So
And the battery life on your phone probably wouldn't last 3 hours if you're watching the movie.
yeah.
Probably die. Anyway, Scott. How long have we... The thing is, there's no time on this, so...
No, we've been doing it for a while. I think we could probably call it a day.
What time is it now?
10:05.
Maybe we should keep going for a little bit longer now.
Okay.
I wasn't thinking about calling it a day. I was like, what? No, yeah. Has it been an hour?
I think it's been a bit more than an hour.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just really fucking annoyed.
Can I smoke a bit of that joint? I haven't had any of that.
So I apologise.
That's alright, no, it was...
No, I fucking hate when people do that.
No, it was sitting on the ashtray for ages and I was considering taking it.
Hold on to it. Why can't I?
What are you doing now? Are you trying to sort your phone out? Is it still not working? This is probably the problem that we were reading about on the fucking internet.
I have to activate my phone.
Activate.
Yeah, I know what my Apple password is. But that's the thing, I'm so stoned, I'm starting to second guess myself. changed it. Or maybe I'll just my chunky fingers on put it anyway.
I was making for Griffin, listening, I'm sure, Scott.
Oh, yeah.
You attempting to make your phone work. So the problem with people with phones is that it's always...
It's grabbed my attention.
It's a hindrance to life. You know, this could be fucking the Emmy here. You know, a joke could have come out that was gonna rock this foundation of civilization forever, but Scott's unfortunately on his phone now. So, in some parallel dimension somewhere, this is going really fucking well.
Please hold. I'm connected to iTunes, you cunt. Sorry.
Connected to iTunes, Scott.
Poor bastard. Oh, my house phone's off as well. I'm just, I'm worried about being incommunicado to the little woman. That's all.
Is it still at work at your phone?
No, I had to activate it and then back it up.
That doesn't sound too delicious, does it?
No. So, I might have lost loads of photos I took. I haven't taken loads of photos. It's not like I'm out there like fucking David Attenborough.
Should put them in your cloud.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like I've been wanking over them in the morning.
There wasn't many of me like looking coy, holding my tits together. Like, hey Nick, check me out.
Do apologise.
It's real life.
It's live.
Real life.
It's live, you know, you can't plan these sort of sneezes. They just come and go. Keeping a dusty house, Scott.
Yeah. Lazy fuck. What do you
When's
want?
the last time you dusted?
Dusted. You really think I go around dusting? I do a state of the place. I just kind of curl up over there and in that chair and then sleep.
Wank.
There's
Non-stop.
Plenty of that. But that's for the good of the earth. If I didn't do it.
Well, you do it into the ground. You get out the window into the soil.
I just think about what would happen to things if I didn't release that evil into the... just get it out.
Yeah, you wonder what the world would be like if people never learned how to masturbate. How different civilization would be.
Oh, you think how much war there's been already?
But lots of those people aren't allowed to wank, are they? It's against their religion.
Yeah.
They can't wank. Well, they do. They have to do it in secret, and maybe they'll have their penis cut off. If they do.
Oh my god, now it's telling me that I need the latest iTunes.
I hate you. I hate you so much. Thank God my phone worked, because this wouldn't even be happening at all, Scott, if I'd left that to you. I come round, the place is a state, nothing's ready. It takes us like 45 minutes to 50 minutes. Like that would have been the best time to be chatting as well before we got stoned. So there was a bit of sober time on the air. And now we're back to the phone.
What am I supposed to do?
Wank and cry.
Oh, fucking piece of shit.
Eat Haagen-Dazs and, you know.
No, I haven't even taken my lenses out.
It's a heartbreaking story, Scott.
I'm not blinking enough. It's all going wrong.
Yeah? Your life descended into the shit.
Well, it's been worse, but, you know. I've got very good coping skills. So I'll just utilise them. And hopefully push through. Oh!
What's that?
Oh, no, I already... Yeah. Fuck this shit. Just gonna not do that.
Well...
Just gonna... Sorry about that. Just... Horrible.
What's horrible, Scott?
Technology.
Yeah, it's a time waster.
Started out, I was going to talk about how amazing it was, and there you go, it's just like something in the arse.
Yeah, it's incredible how people's views can so rapidly shift on subject matter.
It's been recorded for posterity.
Yeah, I hate technology. Next week you'll be wanking off about how much you love it because it will be working again.
Liam loves his new smartphone.
And you
he
might
should, but you know, he's yet to know.
No, I won't let it take over. They won't. I got enough.
Ray Lee's never had a smartphone, and it was quite funny because he was.
Who's never had a smartphone?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
I'm just explaining to the fourth wall, aka
But
audience.
I was the last one to get a mobile telephone as well.
Oh yeah, didn't you get one of those? It was a thin Nokia's.
Look, I remember that when I was at university, my first year at business, the guy in one of the first halls when there was a big group of us was like, right, put up your hand in this room if you haven't got a phone, a mobile telephone on you. And I was the only person that put my hand up in the whole room. And he asked me, why don't you have a phone? And I was like, I haven't bought one yet. Because he thought I was going to say, oh, it's broken.
Why
Or
was this cocksucker taking a survey?
No, because he was showing how well business can work, you know.
Oh, okay.
The fact that everyone's,
I got really offended for you, though. I was like, this motherfucker, picking on me.
Well, he wasn't picking on me. He just thought it was going to be a thing where it was an easy, everyone wasn't going to put a hand on it. Like,
you don't have a phone.
No, it was to say to everyone, look, everyone's got a phone, but I didn't have a phone.
Why don't you have a phone?
They were expensive back then. Those shitty Nokias were a lot of money, you know.
Yeah. I don't remember. I had the Nokia on Pay As You Go, but I think it was second hand, so I bought it off someone for like 50 quid.
Yeah.
You know, I was sucked along a long time ago by the old. I always wanted an iPhone, never had one. I had a HTC for a few years, and then when I got my iPhone, I'm onto my third iPhone 5 after being mugged horrendously the first few times.
Yeah.
First time it was okay. They just kind of pinned me down, ripped my trousers, and took it. The second time they actually kicked me in the head about half a dozen times. That wasn't fun.
What would you do now if anyone approached you for your iPhone 5?
I have a plan. I'm going to go for the eyes first. If that doesn't stop them, then I'll give them the phone.
Yeah.
I will take an eye before I have.
That's the thing. Because mine's only worth like 80 quid. I just give it.
Yeah.
And I just, buy another one in a few weeks' time.
But that's the thing, I didn't have the choice in both of them. Like, the first time, I was come upon from behind.
You love it.
No, not in a nice way.
No, there was no stroking of the hair.
There was no cupping of the old boys. There was none of that. There was no courtesy napkin, just in case you got something somewhere. Nice, hygienic. No, none of it. Just got held down. One day, literally ripped my pocket open to get it.
Savages.
And it was cold. And then, the second one, basically, I got chased down the street, bumbled over and kicked loads of times. So I think they took it off me when I was unconscious.
Well, look, there's quite a few states of robbery in a relative short amount of time. What's going on, Scott?
Yeah,
have you got an air of money about you now? Yeah.
No, I think the first time it was they saw white headphones, and that was like, I think that's a bit of a giveaway.
Were they the Apple headphones?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't wear them.
Yeah, I don't now. But I thought
especially now, can you imagine if you're walking around with something worth 600 fucking quid in your pocket? £675?
Yeah,
the temptation to rob someone is fucking huge.
People are going to get jacked.
Yeah. A nice point.
You don't want to draw attention to it, basically.
They all look kind of the same nowadays, so it's kind of hard.
And they're all worth at least a few hundred, and most people have one just right there in their fucking pocket these days.
Yeah, of course. Some people are pussy.
It is
I'm not saying you're a pussy, Scott.
I will repeat. The first time I got jumped from fucking behind and held down. The second time I got chased and bundled and kicked in the fucking face. I think we both know this. Both of those stories would have been different if I had some sort of firearm. Unfortunately, I didn't. So.
But if we're in a society where you've got a firearm, then there's like 10 times more chance that those people would have a firearm as well.
I don't know. That's why I'm a pacifist. And I get jumped from behind and kicked in the head. No, I've never been mugged by like one dude. That's the thing. I've never felt emasculated by those two things because there's never been like one guy. I think that would be more who just dominated me and
one other
me up kind of thing.
If you're outnumbered, then there's always a drawback.
Yeah, it's like you're a bunch of fucking
crazy mentally.
Really deep down, I'm a coward. You have no idea what that makes you. You're going down.
Yeah.
I hope life hands you the HIV.
Just get a t-shirt made up saying I don't have an iPhone 6.
Yeah.
Don't mug me.
I don't have a phone. So yes, I have, my contract is up next week. I've been moseying around. I've been looking at deals and stuff, but I'm also very aware that there are downsides to getting
really expensive phone. Yeah, because what happens if something happens to it? What if it breaks or?
And I use mine a lot for music and stuff. So how am I supposed to change songs? Like skip through and look for ones that I want and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Without having it in my hand.
Yeah.
For everyone to see. So it's a worry. Especially if you're just walking around London.
But what I do is I just put it on shuffle. And then I just leave it.
Just go with it.
Yeah.
Sometimes I find a song that just does not fit the mood.
Yeah, or just listen to entire albums.
Mm-hmm. I do that a lot because I know what I'm going to get kind of thing.
Well, how do you think it's gone for the first show, Scott?
It's been good. I don't think it's been bad.
No, I don't think it's been incredibly awesome either.
No.
I think there's room for improvement, Scott.
Yes, it's been a bit clunky, maybe. But, like I said, it's first one. Let's hope my phone works the next time. Still not working.
Well, how would I send this amazing footage to you? I'll send it to you via email.
Yes, hopefully it'll be up and running in the not too distant future.
Yeah, I'll put it on YouTube, Scott. And before I even know it, I'll be a millionaire and I don't have to look for a job.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
I'm not enthused.
Excuse me?
Should we end on that? I'm not enthused.
Enthused? What, you mean like enthusiastic?
Yeah, I don't know. I think this will be interesting, but I don't know about, fucking mega stardom.
Well, no, based on show number 1, I don't think it's going to happen. So.
Oh, no.
It'll be interesting to see if we can even hear what's been said.
Yeah.
We'll leave it at that, but anyway. It was very nice, Scott.
Yeah.
Lovely.
So, what, today is the 25th of September.
Yeah.
2014.
So we'll do this again and see. I'm sure it will improve.
We'll iron out some kinks and
I'll force myself to listen to it.
We might mix with the chemistry. I mean, like blood chemistry. We might lessen back on alcohol and weed.
Yeah.
And see how that goes. This is all a process, so I don't think we should even judge it.
No. I think have to do it maybe early in the day.
Yeah.
And then get pissed and phone afterwards.
Well, there are many variables, and it's going to be. We should see what works.
Right. Anyway, well, good night.
Bye.